Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantump. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are all doing well. I really hope you guys are having a great week so far and that everything is going well. I'm going to do something a little different today. Record a little bit different of a video. We're going to take a break, a step away from the numbers, the data, the charts, all that stuff. We're going to take a break from that and we're just going to have a discussion. A discussion about a few things that I think is very important to talk about. Some frustrations that I've seen kind of going on in the hobby right now. But before we jump into that, I do want to remind everybody that we do have a giveaway going on right now for this bad boy. Hidden Fates, a set that really isn't out there that much right now. A lot of people weren't able to get their hands on. So we wanted to make sure that we could get somebody who hasn't been able to open anything or has been able to open very little this set. So all you have to do to win this is go back to the video that I posted on Sunday where I talk about the Hidden Fates market, and just leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That's all you have to do and you are entered to win. We're going to announce the winner this upcoming Sunday. We're going to have a video that comes out about the XY Evolutions market, and in that video we will announce the winner for this. So just go back to that video, give it a like, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's it. With that being said, Pokemon is awesome, right? Like, I think we can all agree on that. There's something about Pokemon that we fell in love with, at least at some point. Pokemon is great. And one of the things that I love most about Pokemon is how all-inclusive it is. Pokemon is something that doesn't really see race or color. It is doesn't see religion or sexual orientation or anything like that. Pokemon is all-inclusive, and I love that about it. There are so many different people that I've met through conventions or card shows or competitive events from all over the place, all different walks of life that I've been able to get along with just from sharing this passion together. And that's why I love events so much. That's why I've talked about how much I cannot wait for regionals to start up again, because it's so much fun. It's fun meeting all these different people and getting together, uniting together to share this passion and this love that we have, especially with everything that's been going on over the past year and a half. The opportunity to escape this everyday life that has been so difficult. That's what a lot of people love about Pokemon. Pokemon is all different shapes and sizes. It's all different types. No Pokemon is the same. Everything is unique. That's what makes Pokemon so great to me. I love that part about Pokemon. And being able to go and share that with other people is just something that is fantastic. Especially, like I said, with everything that's been going on over the past year and a half with the stay-at-home orders, not being able to go out and about. A lot of people kind of got back into Pokemon for the nostalgia to kind of escape everything that was going on in their everyday life because it's been so frustrating. And I know Pokemon has had its own frustrations that have gone on, especially over the past year and a half, and a lot of people are still dealing with it. And that's okay. It's okay to be frustrated. Whether the supply issues have gotten better in a lot of different areas, but it's not fixed in every area. And I think that's what a lot of people get upset about. A lot of people are seeing, hey, why are they talking about supply getting better? I still can't find anything at my store. I can't find anything in my city. And that's why a lot of people are getting frustrated right now. They're getting frustrated because sets are too big. Pull rates are bad. We had 1 million ultra rares in Evolving Skies, which frustrated a lot of people because pull rates were the exact same as what they were in Battle Styles. But Battle Styles had half the amount of ultra rares. So if you're trying to collect every card, you got to catch them all. If you're trying to fill out a master set and you pull 8 ultra rares in Evolving Skies and you pull 8 ultra rares in your Battle Styles box, well, you've got 8 out of 100 finished in Evolving Skies. Doesn't feel like much. Whereas if you've got 8 out of 54 finished in Battle Styles, you're a lot closer to, 16, 17% done. Whereas it doesn't feel that way in Evolving Skies. So people are getting frustrated. People are getting frustrated because they're starting to compare themselves with others. And that's something that we've had a lot of issues with over the past year. I haven't been able to find an Ultra Premium collection. Why has that person been able to find an Ultra Premium collection? I opened up my box of Evolving Skies. I didn't get anything. Yet I see my favorite content creators posting on Twitter that they pulled 2 alternate arts in the same box. I didn't. I pulled 4 Ultra Rares total. It is okay to get frustrated. It is okay to be upset. We've all been there. It's happened to all of us. The important thing to do when that happens is take a step back. Take a step back and remember why you got involved in Pokemon to begin with, why you became a Pokemon collector. And I don't really care. Collector to me is a very broad term. I don't care if you are an investor. I don't care if you are a business. I don't care if you love the hobby. I don't care if you love the game. I don't care if you just like looking at the cards. Collecting is also all-inclusive to me. What is a collector? A collector is, I mean, there's many different reasons people collect, right? Like people collect to invest. That's what a lot of people do. Look at coins, look at stamps, look at magazines, look at comic books, look at toys, look at artwork, look at antiques. A lot of people collect to invest. So if Pokemon is going to be a collecting hobby, to me it makes sense. It's not that much different. People collect because they love playing the game, and that's great too. People collect just because they love the artwork. They just love the hobby. It gives them pure joy, and that is fantastic. That is great. People collect for social events. They collect just to get together with their friends. They collect just so they have something in common with other people, just so they can go to conventions, just so they can go to card shows, just so they can go to regional events. And some people collect just because they are on this quest that will never end, this quest that will go on pretty much for the rest of their life. It is a lifelong pursuit of achieving and obtaining every single card that exists. And I think that is great. That is amazing. So take a step back and realize why you got into collecting to begin with. What is the reason that you are here to begin with? I know we spend a lot of time talking about pull rates, talking about numbers, talking about different strategies and how to spend your money. Those are tools that are used to try and make the best decisions for where to spend your money, whether it be in singles or in a new set. We try and kind of break down different things to make sure that you are not breaking the bank when it comes to this hobby. This is a hobby at the end of the day. This is supposed to be a lot of fun. And whether you're collecting it for an investment or collecting it for fun, your main goal is always going to be able to spend the least amount of money to get yourself the most amount of joy. Right? Like you're going to try and invest as little money as you can to get the best piece for your collection. And that's what these tools are there for. We're trying to follow trends so that way we can make the best decisions to grow our collection. There's been times when I've gotten frustrated in this. I have been frustrated multiple times, especially over the past year and a half. I've had to take steps away from recording videos or posting or anything like that for a couple weeks at a time. And I do focus a lot on numbers, and that it's just something that I love. I love the data. I love the analysis. I love following the trends. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. But when I do get upset, when I do get frustrated, when I do feel like maybe it's time for me to leave the hobby, I always try and go back to what brought me in. And I've seen so many people get frustrated with not being able to find cards, or so many people getting frustrated with pull rates. And the best message that I can give you is, as upset as you might be right now, it is going to get better. And it's very, very important for you to make sure you are thinking things through before selling off your collection, before getting out altogether. Because I can tell you from my experience of talking to a lot of different people in the community, the majority of people who leave regret it later. Because something happens which ropes them back in to start reminiscing on that nostalgia of what made them so happy to get into the hobby to begin with. So it's important to take that step back. When I get frustrated, I go back to my retro decks. And this is something that I've been working on a long time, and it's something that I don't get to spend nearly as much time working on as what I used to. But I will just start going through retro decks and figuring out, okay, what pieces do I still need to get these retro decks complete? So this is Lost Card. This was a competitive deck in 2011. So you can see I just kind of flip through these. Sometimes I just test against myself. I'll just pull out a couple of different retro decks and just start playing a match and just see how it goes, see how it plays out. But it's just fun for me to kind of look back and reminisce on these cards that kind of really, really changed the format. I have so many different retro decks that are just kind of proxied up right now. Like if we look at, this is Combi. So there's a lot of cards in here that are finished, but if you see, there's some cards that aren't. There's cards that I still need to purchase, and I'll just do it a little bit at a time. I've got this bulk box right here of just old cards, of just competitive cards that I can just go through and add to my decks. It's just a bunch of different, whether they're staples from decks, these are more of, I guess, the expensive cards. But whatever they might be, I can just kind of go through here and see what I can add to my retro decks and just start filling out spaces as we go. It helps me kind of unwind from the frustration things that have been going on. And I know a lot of you guys feel it too. I know I've seen a lot of comments about people who are frustrated about things that are going on. Another thing you can do, we talked about master sets, right? This is my master set of Guardians Rising. It is very, very incomplete. I have literally no ultra rares in this binder at all. This is all commons and uncommons. This is all commons, uncommons, rares, and hollows. This is a lot cheaper to do. And over time, I will be able to add the ultra rares to this binder. But it's just not something that I could do right now. It's just not something that I've had time to do, or something that I've wanted to dedicate the financial amount to. So it's just, this is something that you can do. If you are somebody who just loves master sets, you can go back, some of those X and Y sets, some of those Sun and Moon sets, start filling out your commons and uncommons, start filling out the reverse hollows, and just leaving spots for those ultra rares. It will help you kind of unwind and forget about everything that's going on. Those pull rates, those big sets, that frustration of not being able to find the cards that you want to find. Let's face it, right now, anything that's really printed before Sword and Shield, you're not going to want to open up a ton of packs to try and pull master sets. That is a very frustrating thing. But going back and focusing on the things that you love and the reason that you got into the hobby to begin with is a very, very important thing to do. Remembering that Pokemon is an all-inclusive hobby. That is a very important thing to do. So while I understand the frustrations, I understand everything that's going on, I can relate. I've been there. I go through it all the time. What do you guys do? What do you guys do to try and kind of unwind when things start getting a little bit too much, a little overwhelming, a little frustrating? Why did you get into the hobby to begin with? That's kind of what I want to touch on today. I'm sorry that it is so different from what we normally talk about, but I have seen a lot of people just kind of talking about it, whether it be comments in different videos out there or comments on Reddit or just thoughts that are going on all over the place. There's just so much going on in this hobby all the time, and the hobby is so, so great. But sometimes we lose sight of why we enjoy it so much because of everything that's going on the outside. So I am very curious to know what your guys' thoughts are, how you guys are feeling right now in the hobby, and just kind of have a dialogue going on about what we can do to continue to move forward and what we can do to continue to get better. It's an overwhelming thing right now. But as things continue, we're going to get through it, and we're going to get through it together because this is a passion that we all share together. I don't care what your reasoning is for being here. You are welcome here in the fan clan. You are welcome here in this community. I really appreciate each and every one of you for who you are. So thank you so much for everything, guys. If you can, leave a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.